Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the African Invader Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Only on this channel, on this station, we give you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Welcome to the program. Today, my name still remains Patrick Abambo. We're going to give you a mixture of a lot of things that relate with security. Welcome to the program. You can see me putting on the face mask. It's to remind you that coronavirus is still here with us. We must make sure that we keep ourselves safe and secured from this deadly virus. It's still ravaging and killing a lot of people. Welcome to the program today. Yes, because we have so many things to talk on today and to show you, we have to go quickly to the first issue that, in fact, during the week, I was very happy precisely on Wednesday, on Thursday, when the eagle-eyed police operatives in Katsina State were able to detect. In fact, I really praise them for how they were able to detect 3 women who were carrying petrol to their husbands in the forest. Their husbands are suspected bandits, and these women were ferrying this petrol in the bag. Nobody could suspect it in anyhow. And they were transporting it into the forest to supply, because the security agencies have blocked the logistics and the means of providing petrol or getting food, stuff, or anything across to them in the forest. So they decided to use vulnerable women, their wives. From information we gathered that these were their wives, and they were to ferry this petrol to them so they can continue to cause havoc. We have that clip. I wish we can show it to you to see how the women were actually exposed. They were bringing out this petrol from their bags that were filled with clothes, covered with some of their personal effects, so that nobody will know. But God exposed them, and the agile police officers and men of Katsina State Police Command, led by CP Buba Sanusi, were able to expose them. Kudos to the police in Katsina State. Sorry, we are not able to show you that video. I thought we would be able to show it for you to see what happened, but we must go on for other programs. Yes, one of the things that actually drew our attention was to be able to, because some Nigerians had doubted the capability and the capacity of soldiers and officers of the Nigerian Army to help protect Nigerians, protect Nigerian territorial integrity, and also save us from these bandits and terrorists and insurgents. But Security Watch Africa, Shirley Daniels, decided to put together a report to find out. I spoke with some Nigerians and to find out if really how Nigerians perceive the Nigerian Army capacity. Sit back as we bring you this report.
Since Nigeria gained independence in 1960, the elite arm of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, which is the Nigerian Army, has been called upon to intervene in many security crises, which includes terrorism, insurgency, religious conflicts, banditry, and even in some communal clashes. In all of this, the Nigerian Army has been adjudged to have done well. When the current terrorism and insurgency situation in the Northeast and Northwest began, some Nigerians have questioned the capacity of the Nigerian Army to handle this crisis, particularly to them that the fight against terrorism and insurgency is taking too long. Security Watch Africa went out to find out from Nigerians what their views are on the capacity of the Nigerian Army.
The question of capacity of the military is not in doubt. They have full and absolute capacity to deal with the situation.
Give these guys the required weapons, and they'll finish up the job for us, And I believe that it is because of the intensity of following up on every battle we won. That is why these people are surrendering the left, right, and center.
I've never doubted the capacity of the Nigerian Army to finish this fight. There is the will, there is the zest, There's the capacity. All they need is the support, the right kind of support. Of course, the Nigerian citizens are giving them the right kind of support, but all they need, the foot soldiers in the field, all they need is the support, the right kind of support from their superiors.
This present government has provided enough money for them to get enough ammunition or weapons to fight this fight and finish, so they can.
Nigeria Army is one of the best army in the world. Everybody know that. So I only believe they just need support from the federal government, and each commandant also have to give the subordinates the necessary things they need.
To find out from someone who has an inside knowledge of the Nigerian Army capacity, we spoke with Brigadier General Gaji Shipi, retired, who worked in several formations in the Nigerian Army. He also talked about training and retraining of officers and soldiers as the bedrock of the Nigerian Army.
The type of insecurity we're facing now is the type that requires what we call, comprehensive approach. That is to say that every facet of our national assets, or what we call national power, has to be brought to bear in tackling these security challenges. Most of the time people see as if the military is the final, asset that the nation can use to coil insecurity, but it's not actually as simple as that. We have to examine what are the root causes of these challenges in the first place, so that when the military brings in some stability, the other arms of government should be able to come in and resolve the basis for the agitation in the first place. If that is not done, then there's little or nothing that the military can do other than what you are seeing now. Of course, the military has its own challenges, which I'm sure you are very much aware of, in terms of training, in terms of equipment, because before now, our training is based on the conventional, war fighting techniques. But the asymmetric challenges we're having now is beyond that. What we really need right now is for everybody, every Nigerian, to understand that they have a role to play in what we're doing. It's not enough for everybody to sit at home and just continue to say the military, the military, the military. In fact, in the first place, the people who have primary responsibility, for internal security are the police. Mm-hmm. So what the military is supposed to do is just to assist in making to bring some level of stability for the police to now come in. Mm-hmm. But even then, apart from the police, there are so many other people and so many other stakeholders that are needed. So one, we must be able to get all of those stakeholders to agree that they have a role to play in there. And though sometimes you cannot blame them, because everybody feels that the situation is so bad that they don't want to take that risk of going into that place. Even after the military has assured them that, look, just come and do these things, they are still afraid. So maybe that's why it's a bit slow. But it is a collective responsibility. It's not only that of the military. As I know, I think the military is fully acquainted with the type of challenges we have. And so our training is geared towards that.
On what citizens should do to support the Nigerian Army, Nigerians have this to say.
Nigeria can support Nigeria. They can support the military in this by giving them information. Because these bandits and Boko Haram, they are within us. One way or the other, people around them, they must have information. By giving them information, they can get them.
They must appreciate the sacrifices of the Nigerian troops, the military forces. Look, the moral boosting is one thing. Nigerian soldiers, what they need is not for you to come and give them money. It's not for you to even sing praises of them, but you must encourage them. Okay, they must be supported with information.
Nigerian citizens are doing their best. I know they are volunteering information because nobody loves to be kidnapped. Nobody wants to put through the pain and these rigors of torture. So I think the Nigerian citizens are doing their bit.
The moral support is the only thing I think Nigerians can do. Of course, we pray a lot. maybe the churches can pray for them. But I think the moral support of supporting them and wishing them well. If civil society organization could organize rallies in support of the army, I think that's going to help boost their morale in the fight.
The Nigerian army, like the name suggests, is made up of Nigerians to protect Nigerians and the territories of Nigeria. Nigerians are enjoined to always support the Nigerian army in all operations so that the nation will remain safe. Shirley Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, we must all support our military, particularly the Nigerian Army, that is the foot soldier, the ground force, that, like the report says, the elite force of the armed forces of Nigeria to be able to help us and secure us better. Yes, still coming from the Nigerian Army, just 2 days ago, there was a video that was trending concerning a young officer, Lieutenant Chika Anele, maltreating, dehumanizing one of the youth corpers, Fidelia. That was unacceptable, that was condemnable, and I'm happy that the army leadership had quickly stepped in, arrested the officer, the culprit, and she's right now being tried, and I'm sure that the military laws will take its course. Yes, we talked about earlier about the Katsina women who were carrying fuel. Yes, you can see them on the screen now. They were ferrying this fuel that they are bringing out from their bags to their husbands in the forest to continue committing the atrocity of adoption and kidnapping of innocent Nigerians. But God exposed them, and the police in Katsina State were able to arrest them and expose them. This is minus from those evil people that we have in our society. That is what we all say. We must all ensure that we expose those bad ones in our midst. Imagine transporting this into the forest and the damage it will have caused. And these are Nigerians, everyday Nigerian you will see, and you will not believe that they will commit such atrocity. But thank God for that, and like I said earlier, kudos to the police for doing that job. Yes, let's go to the next report coming from Kogi State, where the state security architecture is helping to ensure that those who decide to take the path of criminality are exposed. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by Peggy Agbe.
Crime has been an ongoing crisis to human existence and has nothing to do with tribe, colony, race, region, or a particular ethnic group. People attribute high rates of crime to a nation's inability to provide safety and security to its citizens, because all over the world, an insecure country brings about bad economy and underdevelopment. In Nigeria, many states have clamored and still clamoring for control of its security apparatus, even as the Nigerian constitution describes state governors as chief security officers of their states. Recently in Kogi State, the true demonstration of states taking control of the security of its citizens was on display when 11 bandits and some suspects of banditry were arrested in Cotton Karfi local government area by the state coordinated vigilante groups and hunters. A video made available to Security Watch Africa by Mohammed Onogu, the chief press secretary to Kogi State Governor, had some of the arrested suspects confessing to their participation in the crime of kidnapping.
You and who?
I am together with this one.
Who is that person?
Officer.
Okay. What tribe is Ahmed?
Guari.
Okay. Where is he?
He's in Chakafi.
The officer is from where?
Officer is from Chakafi.
Which work does he do, and why do you call him officer?
The officer works at the chief palace.
So if you see him, can you say he's the person supplying you guns?
Yes, I will.
Are you lying against him, or you are saying the truth?
It's the truth, officer.
How many guns does he have?
2, sir.
What type of gun?
I don't know the type of gun. I think it's AK.
That's 2 AK.
Yes, sir.
When you are done with your operations, where do you take the guns to?
We take them back to the officer, sir.
Which gun does the Guari guy use for operation?
We use the two guns, and sometimes the officer and the Gwari gang join us in our operations.
What's the name of the person that was shot?
I don't know his name, sir.
What's the name of the person that was shot?
Alaidi.
Okay. Who else is involved?
I don't know, sir.
But you called somebody's name earlier.
Madri, but I have not done it with him before, sir.
If you change your earlier statement, I will deal with you. Is Madri here?
Yes, he is.
You are hiding him because he's your relative.
No, sir.
Madrid is which tribe? Who is the father? Who is the elder brother? Are they lying against you, or that's what you did?
That's what we did, sir.
Is that what you people do?
Yes, sir.
One of the suspects, who claims to be a personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC), admitted to be a supplier of firearms to bandits.
AAC2. AAC2. That is 1 star. All those kidnappers that I arrest, are you involved with them? Yes or no?
1 star.
Huh?
Yes.
Who they supply them weapon? They use your weapon? Yes or no? Tell me the truth. I am Hassan by name, Hassan Yakubu. I am ACG, counter-terrorism in Nigeria. And I want to ask you a question. You tell me the remaining people, we are going to free you as an officer, man. And I need the truth, and the truth to save you. I need the remaining people, I want to get them arrested, because that is my position. Anybody that will commit in our land, not our land, in any land, by the grace of God, when I get there, I'll get the person. You get my point? So I want to tell you, I want you now to tell me the remaining people. This ACG, Hunter Group of Nigeria, talking to you. And you are civil defense, or? Position 1 star. I want to tell you, do you involve in kidnapping issue? Yes or no?
Yes.
I will lie against you. I mean, it's truth.
It's true.
Where is the weapon? The gun that I used to give them to operate. Where is the gun?
It's at home.
It's at how many guns that I used to give them? 2 guns. What type of gun? What type of gun?
AK.
How many AK?
2.
2 AK. Where do you get the AK from? Where do you get the AK from? Talk. I'm in haste. Because anything that I do today, I have to send it to our CG. This Hunter Group of Nigeria arresting civil defense. Before anything, if we can forgive you, fine. Whatever the CG says, fine. But I want you to tell me, where do you get the AK from? Talk now.
It is that Fulani man who brought it for me.
Which Fulani man? Robo. How many people involved in this case in Chakaruku? Don't hide anything from me. Tell me, that one will make you to say.
I am.
Which of your friends?
Abdullah Ibrahim.
Abdullah Ibrahim from where? Which language? Ebra. How many guns Abdullah have? How many guns Abdullah have? Apart from your 2 AK, what of Abdullah? How many guns Abdullah get?
Is that AK, that 2 AK
you are using?
Nice with him.
How many people, Gwari, that join you people? Because they measure one Gwari, I will not measure for you. You are the one to measure for me now. How many Gwari that join you people? If you cannot measure for me, I will measure for you. That is my job. How many Gwari?
I don't know any Gwari.
You don't know? How many of you are in group?
I only know myself and my friend.
How many people that don't kidnap? How many people that don't kidnap? Talk, man.
This is my first time of that day is the first day of going for operation that I even know.
That day is the first operation. How many people killed that day?
I was not there.
Who and who was there? Mention their name for me, please. Respect yourself. Because Huh?
That Rebo and that Osama.
Who again? How many people remain? Because Rebo mentioned many people. And now you mention Abdullahi. Abdullahi, what is it? Abdullah Ibrahim. What of the nickname that I used to call him? Apart from that Abdullah, the name when they know him from village. The popular name. That Abdullah Ibrahim. Which popular name they take know him in the village there in Chakaruku? Okpetu. Which work do Okpetu they do?
He's a teacher.
He's a teacher. You people are doing the same work. Are you lying against him or true?
That's true.
You sure?
Yes.
You are not lying against him?
No.
Thank you very much. But you know you commit?
I commit.
Whenever a person commits as an officer, what is the next action? Huh? You face the penalty. But the first time I asked you, you say no. I said, whenever I tell you must to mention person name for me. You agree for the operation when they are doing it with your AK. And now the AK is around there. You sure say we'll go there and I will get the AK? Because the AK, as an officer, you are the one that keep the AK for your house.
No, it's with Petuna.
Nah, the lie. The lie. You are hand like this. I agree on that. You gone there. I'm not beside. I get where you hide them. On top of ceiling. There is inside sand. Am I lying?
My house is there. Let's go and...
No, that gun now is inside sand. And you are the one that had it. As an officer. Officer, tell me the truth before I change it for you.
Where is the truth, sir?
I say, where is the gun now?
It's with the Petu there.
Who give it to Petu?
When they came back, because that day I was not around, they met him and gave it to him. Since that day I never go out.
But before who they keep her?
I mean they keep her.
Though a release by the NSCDC Public Relations Director, DCC Olushola Odumosu, disowned the suspect. It is obvious that states and communities should support the fight against insecurity instead of folding hands and blaming federal security agencies. Everyone should look inwards and seek legal and acceptable means of providing security for their people. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Come back. Just like the report says, everyone must put their hands together and ensure that you provide security. Yes, let's go quickly to another aspect which is very important. Most times, the police, police all over the world, and Nigeria police will encourage citizens to report. Once they see something, they should say something. But some are skeptical for one or two reasons. Security Watch Africa, Shekina Chinkere, did a report to find out why are people failing to report to police once they notice any incident. Sit back as we bring you this report.
Crime is an everyday phenomenon found to have eaten deep into the heart of every society in the nation and the world at large, ranging from kidnapping, armed robbery, banditry, cattle rustling, internet fraud, and the list continues. Security is the responsibility of every citizen, even though security of life and property are the primary purpose of the government, and the government through the Nigerian police fulfills its obligation of security of the nation. Giving timely information remains one of the best ways residents are able to help the police solve crimes. To find out why some Nigerians do not give police information, Security Watch Africa spoke with the Force Public Relations Officer, CP Frankenba.
I really don't think a lot of Nigerians are not giving information to the police. The honest truth is that most of the breakthroughs we have carried out, most of our operational breakthroughs, most of our investigative breakthroughs are as a result of timely, valuable and accurate information that Nigerians have provided to us.
On ways a concerned citizen can reach out to the police to report a crime, he has this to say.
There are different ways citizens can report cases to the police. Starting from the lowest level of the policing structure, which is the police post, to the police stations, to the police divisions, to the area commands, and the state command headquarters, and all the different offices. In addition, technology has also made it easier today for citizens to actually pass information to us anonymously. You can reach us using your phone lines. You can also contact us via emails. You can contact us via SMS. You can contact us via WhatsApp.
Security Watch Africa also took to the streets of Abuja to hear from Nigerians reason why they will report or not report a crime to the police.
If I see anywhere they are committing crimes, so long as there are hotline where one can actually call, definitely we have to be our brother's keeper. Security job is not only for security men, it's for us, the masses also. So, but the problem is not all about calling. How about the response you get from the security officers?
One unfortunate incident and terrible and horrible to the situation is that the police, who ought to be your friends, are no longer your friends. When you open up to them, they might be allied in an alliance with those criminals that perpetrate the crime. When you report them, you're not safe.
If you are sure that, okay, what I've witnessed or what I'm suspecting, if I go to the police with that information, they are going to take adequate, responsibility and do what is right. Then people will be encouraged, to see and say something. But with the present situation, I'm sure most people are not encouraged, to report crime.
By law, it is the police that handles internal security of the nation. Constitutionally, it is their responsibility to do so. And they have been doing their best, although they are overwhelmed by the challenges at hand right now.
CP Imba enumerated what the police has in place to interface with the public.
We are determined to deepen relationship between the police and members of the public using the structures within the Office of the Police Public Relations Department. We are also utilizing the structures under our Community Policing Initiative to also reach out to members of the public. Currently, we have a program that is ongoing, POCACOV, which is police campaign against cultism and other vices, where we are also adopting non-core law enforcement approaches in tackling crime, in bridging the gap between the citizens and the police, and also in educating and enlightening our younger generation on the evils of cultism and crimes.
Everyone in the neighborhood has some responsibility.
Thanks for saying too. Sorry, we couldn't just finish that program because of time, but I will continue with where we stop on the next episode of this program. Until we come here again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.